What's going on, everyone? Welcome to American Truck Simulator, back with the Mack Superliner again. And you guys really enjoyed the first video with it, and it was also brought to my attention a couple of details that were with this truck. These square headlights, they were a sign that this was a Mack Superliner 2. Other odds and ends with the engine and so on, and this one actually has, I upgraded it to the 500 V8 from Mack. So from what one comment says, that it should be turbocharged. Now you guys heard the last video, you'll hear it on this one. I don't notice a turbocharge, so maybe it was just a overlook on the behalf of those who made the truck here, but whichever, it's still a beautifully made truck, well done in my opinion, compared to others that are just, thrown together. And made some changes here, obviously, put the bar on the front, changed the visor up top, and I really like the white and red here with the chassis as well as the hubs. And those are not items that you can change color-wise, they come as they are, so I chose the white rims the last time, and I think they had some chrome accents on them, but and then a black chassis. So this time I went with the red chassis and chose the Mack number 4 rims for the front and the rear. They're already pre-painted in red, so I think that really looks really nice. The option also was there for a painted tank, but I stuck with the chrome. Still have the smoke coming out the stacks, even though I'm not running right now, so it doesn't look right. When I am running, it does look pretty nice, adds a nice little touch. So other than that, I'm really enjoying the truck, and you guys are as well, it looks like. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one as well, and if you haven't, go to my description, the Google Docs link that's in there, and the Mack Superliner link is in there, so you guys can just go ahead and click on that and download it and install it into your game, and you're good to go. One other thing I also noticed that this truck does not have is airbags. This was a spring leaf suspension on the rear, made for a kind of a bumpy ride compared to nowadays, but I don't think that really translates here into the game. I kind of wish it did, but that's fine. We're still going to enjoy driving it. So today's run, I am in Grand Canyon City and going down to Holbrook to Coastline Mining, picking up from the Cat here, or Bitman is the normal name for it. So got the mutt. It's a mutt. Yeah, should be a cat, but the mutt. And I also tried picking a load that would be right for what this truck would be used for. And this is, besides the container, this is about as good as it gets, because I've heard someone say that they still see them hauling grain trailers, but construction trailer works too. So let's get on the road here. still haven't done it. I've adjusted my brake intensity and the other profiles, but I haven't done it here. Now, this truck mod isn't really something that's brand new. It's been around for a while since, well, shortly after the game first came out. There's been multiple versions, and I believe there's been a couple of different authors making their own versions of it, and I don't know if it was one of those, hey, I'll take this work that you did and I'll do it myself and make it better kind of deal, but... And it's something I've kind of stayed away from for a while. Mainly because of the fear that it wasn't made very well, but I'm glad I picked this thing up, I really am, and I kind of wish I had done it sooner. That doesn't mean I'm going to go out and get all the other versions of the Macks that are out there, but I might give them a shot, I'll put it that way. It's good to have a Mack in the game, though. Now, if we can just get some other classics as well. I've heard others are being worked on. The 379, as you guys already know, is out there. I had talked about doing a run with one. Oh, I like that. All of a sudden we dropped down to 25. How nice is that, huh? But, you know, I was going to do a run with that one, but then I decided to do this one instead. And then there's a K100 that's out there. I hear a Peterbilt cab over is coming out soon. The 359, I believe, is possibly going to be released. So there's quite a few trucks that are coming out, and unfortunately, there are a handful of others that are staying within the private hands of a select few. And unfortunately, that's just the way that things go nowadays. People will hijack other people's work, call it their own, giving no credit to the one that actually did the work. And so then we have people that are, well, I'm not doing anything anymore, I'm done, blah, blah, blah. Or you get others that are, you know, well, that's why I don't do anything. Because I don't want that to happen. Yes, I know you want me to turn there, but I don't see a point. I hate zigzagging all through town. Actually, I will turn here, because that is a stop sign, and I don't want to deal with it. But it's an unfortunate thing when people want to steal other people's work and call it their own. There's a stoplight, that's what I want. I don't know if the one up there has it, but I see it here, so I'm going to turn here. Now, the one thing you're not going to see me doing here, either in my own game or even on Sunday Test Drive, and that's going to be European trucks. I do have some European trailers, but it's only out of necessity, really. I know that there are some overweight and oversized trailer packs, but like I was just talking about, those are ones where the maker is saying, screw you guys, I'm keeping it to myself. which again is an unfortunate thing. You know, in that case, we're left with overweight packs that are with European trailers, which many of us don't really want. We want to see more lowboys and with caterpillars on them and road graders and things like that. But until someone decides to go ahead and release work or make up their own, we're probably never going to see that. Notice look at the speedometer, 100 miles an hour and I'm doing 63, just a little off. just something the way the chrome is on the wheel, or a design flaw, or maybe they actually meant for it to look like that where it wobbles, but turn the engine brake off now. You know what the sad thing is this is a stock STS trailer. And it still can't fit on their setup here. Come on, I'm clear. Well, here's your fails for today, folks. I don't think I've ever had this much trouble getting into this place. And I brought in trailers bigger than this one. You know, son of a bitch, if I'd just gone around the other way. But I come in the out. You're my luck, right? Well, it just goes to show you, even those who actually had experience behind the wheel and possessed a CDL still have issues driving in a game. There we go. So hopefully you guys can overlook that little entry issue, and hopefully you guys still enjoy this truck. I mean, if you are interested in it, I mean, at least go download it and drive it. It can't give you the real feel of what it was to drive a truck like that, but it is a marvelous looking thing. Well worth it. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, take it easy.